Hi guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. Today we're going to talk about going back to paper for planning. So the other day I was looking for something and it led me to go through my old bullet journals and I was like, man, this girl had it together. And I've just been struggling lately to see everything laid out in front of me, and like I'm a very visual person, I'm a very visual planner. Writing things down like cements them in my brain a way that typing them on my computer and trying to work it just disappears into like the computer digital world. And I try so hard, so I was like, you know what, F it, we're gonna try and go back to paper. And so my first thought, I even started making a spread for April, was like, I'm just gonna do my bullet journal again, like, because that worked so well for me, yada yada yada. But then as I was doing it and I started doing the like content calendar, and how I used to do my content calendar, I'll link old bullet journal videos down below so you can actually see the whole spread and everything. But I just put the date down the side and it'd be like, okay, Mondays I do an email. I used to pump out like 3 YouTube videos a week sort of thing and 2 blog posts a week. But I was like, that doesn't work, because now in a perfect world, I don't want to be pumping out 3 YouTube videos a week sort of thing. Like, I want an email, a YouTube video, a blog post, and then I want to focus on social media like TikTok and a little bit of Instagram, but I prefer TikTok because I feel like you can just share more information via TikTok than Instagram, so I think it's more beneficial for me and FemmeHead. But anyways, and so if I'm going to be creating multiple pieces of content depending on what day it is, that planning didn't work for me. So anyways, I was like, let's find a new way. I had created a while ago, and I remembered I found it, what I call kind of like my content batching schedule. And so I would have on here Monday through Sunday, okay, which days I'm going to post TikTok, which days I'm going to post YouTube, blog, email, Instagram post. And then at the bottom I have 2 days for filming, a day for editing, which kind of moves around, scheduling and getting everything like the descriptions, the captions, like that sort of stuff, a day for like outline and notes for the following week, and then a day for kind of like planning and looking over. So I will put this little thing up on the screen if you want to see it. Having this on my desk and to be like, oh, flip this open and look at it is so helpful. It's just like a little cheat sheet. You know when you used to take tests in like high school and stuff, and they're like, you could have one 3x5 note card? And literally, this is what I did yesterday. As I was going through my old bullet journals, I wrote down a whole brain dump of different like ideas, content ideas, things to do, things I wanted to work on that I'd kind of forgotten about. But what I did, which I think is going to be helpful, is I literally printed off through the end of the year a page for each month. At the top of the calendar, what days I wanted to post Instagrams, what days I want to post TikToks, when I wanted to send out my email, the blog, YouTube video, like which day of the week was organized, film, edit, schedule, outline. And then I went through on Planoly, and I wasn't meaning to do this, that they had like International Donut Day. F it, we're gonna put that on the calendar too. If it's stuff that fits in with what you make content about already, that just makes sense. And then I just made little like highlighter marks, and I was like, okay, that way I could visually see all of the like pieces of content I needed. But beyond that, one thing that I'm trying to get better at is like repurposing content, posting essentially like the same thing to the different platforms, so it like reaches a broader audience and you're like putting out more content. And planning out the content is half the battle. Like sometimes I will plan out content in advance, and then I'm like, I really don't want to talk about this. It's hard to explain, but seeing it laid out just makes so much more sense in my brain. I'll obviously do like video notes and outlines and stuff on my computer. And this is a little encouragement too, if you are like me and you're a visual person and like writing things out on paper work better for you, get yourself a little scratch notebook, whether it's small, whether it's big, like whether it's a giant piece of paper, and just do things in a way that work for you. My brain works best with like brain dumps. I was on a roll yesterday and the day before with this, and I was like so just invigorated and inspired. So I'd encourage you to do the same. Back to paper, 2024.